several hours, devastating, at least 6 dead, 36 injured when tornadoes tore through the middle of the state of Tennessee right here in the United States on U.S. soil. Much of Kenya has fallen into darkness in the third nationwide power blackout in the past 3 months. And we've got reports of a woman who was arrested after driving her vehicle through a religious group on a sidewalk in Montana. We've been warned numerous times about attacks here on U.S. soil from FBI Director Christopher Wray, as well as numerous others. In fact, we've actually seen numerous cyber attacks on different infrastructure units here in the United States, water systems, electricity systems, and I've been getting repeated questions and inquiries about an Amazon hack. Has Amazon been hacked? Has my Amazon account been hacked? Well, I've got some news for you guys regarding your questions regarding the Amazon hack that a lot of people are asking about. So we're going to touch base on all of these issues and topics today. We are live, though. If you guys can do me a quick second, just hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. We are live. And also, we've got well over 138 people in here already. If half the room could drop a quick like for the video, I would totally appreciate it. We've got Sandra Harth here. We've got David Morey, Abe Ornelas from Lubbock, Texas. We've got Lynn Maria Daza. Thank you guys so very much. So unfortunately, this is not necessarily the news or the type of news that anyone wants to hear, but what we have experienced in the past 24 hours, 36 hours, devastating, at least 6 dead, 36 injured when tornadoes tore through the state of Tennessee. 6 people died and were injured Saturday after severe tornadoes touched down in multiple parts of Tennessee. I don't know how many of you guys happen to live in Tennessee or have visited Tennessee, have relatives, friends in the state of Tennessee, but our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to Montgomery County and all of the residents and all of the families that were impacted by the tornadoes which took place in the state of Tennessee. According to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, 23 were issued, the count has actually been increased from 23 to 36 injured following a tornado in Montgomery County, Tennessee. And another 3 people were, unfortunately, fatally impacted after the severe weather in Nashville. The city's emergency office said 13 people were injured following a church building collapse. The tornado in Clarksville, Tennessee, has been rated an EF3, with winds peaking as high as 150 miles per hour. And this is devastating. This is horrible news. The tornado in the Madison, Hendersonville, and Gallatin areas, which were in the northern suburbs of Nashville, they were given a preliminary EF2 rating with winds of up to 125 miles an hour. So this was no walk in the park for the survivors here, guys. The enhanced Fuji scale goes from 0 to 5 and essentially rates these tornadoes based on the estimated wind speeds and relative damage. The city of Clarksville mayor Joe Pitts offered his sympathies on the tragedy. Quote, "This is devastating news, and our hearts are broken for the families who lost their loved ones. The city stands ready to help them in their time of grief. This is a sad day for our community. We're praying for those who were injured." So this is pretty awful, guys. And there's actually footage of this, which I have linked on my Twitter page. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, you'll find a link for my Twitter in the description down below this video if you want to check out the footage. Also, if you own a home, make sure your home is protected. Be sure to get your free home warranty quote. I'm going to leave a link for you guys for your free home warranty quote in the description down below of this video, as well as in the pinned comment. It only takes about 10 seconds, and it's probably one of the best moves that you can make nowadays. So be sure to get your free home warranty quote. There's a link down there. Guys, so about this blackout. Much of Kenya has fallen into darkness in the third nationwide power blackout in 3 months. Now, we've talked about potential threats and actual attacks which have taken place here on U.S. soil, but the United States is not the only infrastructure that has been under attack. And some of these attacks are not necessarily by, malicious intent. Some of these attacks on our infrastructure are from Mother Nature. Unfortunately, a power blackout hit Kenya just a few hours ago, paralyzing large parts of the entire country. The transport minister called for an investigation into possible acts of. And so sorry about that. My got an update on my system here. So this is the third nationwide outage in 3 months, guys. That's rather frequent, especially if you look at the scale of these blackouts. The electricity failure began around 8 p.m. So that's like 6 hours ago. So just 6 hours ago, affecting many vital facilities, including the main airport in the main airport in the capital, Nairobi, which is a major transport hub connecting East Africa to Asia, Europe, and many other parts of the world. So clearly, international airport being directly affected. Noting the recent big outages indicated that after visiting the airport late Sunday, quote, they are making a formal request to the National Police Service to investigate possible acts of sabotage and or cover up. So again, we've received numerous warnings here on U.S. soil regarding possible attacks, regarding our infrastructure, regarding places of worship. The United States is not the only place which is at risk. Kenya has actually fallen into darkness for the third nationwide power blackout in 3 months. Now, I've personally received a number of reports from you guys bringing to my attention that you've heard about these Amazon accounts being hacked. Was your Amazon account hacked? What is going on with this Amazon situation here? Well, ultimately, what you may have heard were rumors. A social media rumor actually claimed that hackers added fake Amazon hub locker locations to accounts, but those addresses were actually added by Amazon itself. So just to go into a little bit more detail here, so a rumor is circulating on social media that Amazon accounts have been hacked, with hackers adding additional addresses for users' accounts for Amazon hub lockers. But this rumor is not true. So while you might log into your account and you might see new hub locations on your Amazon account, they were not put there by hackers. They were actually added by Amazon. In fact, these Amazon hub lockers, they're lockers that are near your delivery address where you can choose to have your packages delivered instead of delivered directly to your house. Now, when you use one, Amazon sends a special code that you can use to open up your locker at the location and pick up your item once it's delivered. Now, during the holiday season, when these packages are delivered, a lot of thieves, they want to take advantage of people. So instead of having your packages delivered to your house, you may choose to have your package delivered at an Amazon locker. That way it's a little bit more secure. In some cases, especially if you live in a rough area or if you happen to live in apartments where thieves will take advantage of people more frequently in the apartments. Once Amazon packages are delivered, a lot of people choose to use Amazon lockers instead. So that is the purpose behind the Amazon lockers. And so ultimately, while a lot of those that were posting about this hack was claiming that, that it was suggesting that Amazon locker locations were fake, Snopes actually said that all of the mailing addresses that have appeared in the user screenshots are genuine Amazon locker locations. So they're not fake locations. But in an initial comment to Snopes, Amazon said, quote, We have no evidence of a security event at Amazon and our systems remain secure, end quote. The company later followed up to say that some addresses were added to users' accounts in error and that the company is working to fix it. So, in short, chances are if you thought your account at Amazon was hacked, it looks like more than likely it was not hacked. Amazon has just confirmed that their systems are secure. So, in the midst of everything that we're dealing with today, at least that much is good. But what do you guys think about today's stories? And what part of town are you guys watching this show from? I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, we've got 240 people in here. If I can get, half of you guys, if you haven't already dropped a like for the video, please show your support for the channel. And don't forget to get your free home warranty quote. There's a link in the description down below this video. Now, there's a woman that was arrested after driving her vehicle through a religious group on a sidewalk. This comes according to Montana police. So a woman was arrested, and I don't know how many of you guys saw my previous video. This was probably I think it was 2 days ago. I reported in New York City, specifically Albany. There was an individual who literally began firing off a shotgun right outside of a Albany, New York synagogue. And, we've heard from Mayor Kathy Hochul. She has issued a high alert for New York City police. She also reached out to the National Guard for this particular incident. And so, again, going back to what we've been advised close to 6 weeks ago now, head of the FBI has issued a warning for the United States that multiple attacks are to be expected, and we should be vigilant to prepare so that we minimize the impact of these attacks. Well, is this one of the attacks that the FBI has warned us about? I certainly hope not. But if you listen to the group of people that were targeted, it makes you wonder here. So a woman has been arrested after she drove her vehicle several times at or through a religious group demonstrating on a sidewalk, hitting and injuring one man. Now, this is coming from the Montana police. The report indicates that this was done multiple times, so this is clearly not an accident. So the woman was pulled over by police in Billings looks like about 36 hours ago, a few hours after the episode, and was taken and hauled off to jail. So the 45-year-old man who was struck suffered minor injuries. Members of the group, and get this, guys, members of the group he was with, identified by police as Israelis for Christ, were holding signs and speaking through an amplifier at the time. So this seems to me that it would be in association with what we were warned about from FBI Director Christopher Wray. Thankfully, that this was on a significantly smaller scale than what we've been warned about, but we need to remain vigilant. An update from police said the FBI was also reviewing what happened along with local prosecutors, suggesting the federal agency was looking into whether it could be a biased, motivated crime. So, guys, all I can say is I understand that this is not necessarily the type of news that we want to hear about. It's certainly not. But we need to remain vigilant. We need to pay attention, and we need to warn our families and just kind of remind everyone, our friends, our families, colleagues, neighbors, pay attention, guys. If you see something that's a little weird, a little bit off, take action. I would rather take precaution rather than waiting around and being a victim. That's all I'm going to say about that. So drop me your comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts. I definitely love to hear from you guys. I got M. Joey McGrath. What is going on from Indiana? We've got Latasha B watching from Mississippi. We got Mr. Red Wolf. We've got Taco Tejedo 1937 watching from NYC. We got Richard C watching from Tennessee. Hey, Richard C, did you were you impacted at all by the tornadoes that took place less than 36 hours ago? Drop me some comments, man. I appreciate you reaching out here in the comments, and thank you for checking in. Let's see. Lively Owl Prepper. Did Biden forget this is America? You know, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Brian Weisfleich, he says, Canada loves you. I appreciate you, Brian. I love Canada too. Appreciate the love out there, man. Let's see. We got Helen Checkley. Hello from the UK. Wow. I love the fact we have international coverage, international reach here in the channel. Kimberly Turner from East Texas. Lively Owl Prepper says Trump 2024. Who's going to take it? Who's going to take it going into 2024? Does Biden have a chance in 2024? Does Trump have a chance in 2024? I want to hear from you guys. Let's see. Who else we got in the house? So we got Pirate Dark. We've got Debbie Santiago. What is going on? So, yeah, guys. Wow. Got a lot of Trump lovers in the house here. Interesting. Any Biden lovers, any Biden supporters here that think that someone says, come on, man, FJB from Gerald Draper. Pitch It 13 says Trump. Shelly Marvin, Michigan here. We got John Paul, NYC. Phyllis Lowry from Georgia. Got Libra X, Sacramento here. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys joining me on this late live. Drop me some comments. Let me know what stories you want me to cover on future updates. Let's drop a prayer for America, for the world. Let's pray for peace. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all take care.